Polaroid went away. And although it wasn't exactly the same, I was happy enough to use this, to use the Fujifilm FP 100C, only 100 ASA, but still giving me the opportunity to retrieve a negative and also take a look at the positive straight away. Well, that went away as well, and we're now left with this, the INSTAX WIDE 800 ASA instant film, which I'm not crazy about. In order to use INSTAX WIDE film on a Graflex camera or any other camera with a Graflock back, you gotta get this Lomograflok device. Let's take a quick look at the Lomograflok in use on this Graflex camera. The first thing you gotta do is to insert this focusing and framing device right into it. After that, you need to remove it. Take your focusing screen away and insert the actual Lomograflok. Need I say that all this time your subject needs to stay absolutely still? Okay, at this point you're focused, you're framed, click, you take your picture, and then you press this button and it ejects the image. Now, a little anecdote. When Lomo first introduced this Graflock on the market a few years ago, they got the distance between the camera and the ground glass wrong. And they made it 19.4 millimeter thick, which resulted in most users, in fact all users, getting their pictures out of focus. Recently, Lomo redesigned this thing, making it of the right thickness, which is 21.86 millimeter, not 19.4 it originally was when they first introduced it on the market. So in order to shorten the fiddling with this Lomograflok back, I came up with this fairly easy solution. First of all, I marked with white tape the exact framing from the INSTAX film. And I've installed here on the rail 2 sets of stops. The frontal one is the stop where I actually can focus. And then, once it's focused on the frontal stops, I just move the lens back without touching the focus, and I set it at the second stop on the rail, which corresponds to the thickness of the Lomograflok framing device. After that, you still have to remove the ground glass and insert the Graflock back. Of course, this reduces the fiddling factor, and it reduces somewhat, it probably shortens in half the amount of time you gotta keep your subject perfectly still in order to take a picture, which is an improvement. However, I still have problems with INSTAX film. Obviously, it's very difficult to give you a comparison to prove what I'm trying to say, that this was still a valid kind of film, instant film, and this is somewhat crapola. I'll try and put some examples in this video, but again, you really gotta look at the pictures, holding them in your hands to understand what I'm trying to say here.
you.